This message is to those who ever visited my channel and posted negative comments about my voice, my person, my presentation, my message, my mistake, whatever that was. And I want you to understand that that's okay. I agree with you on many accounts. I don't like many times the way it comes out, but I have no choice. I'm answering the call of God, and I want to tell you about the call of God because that is not something that you can pick and choose. God tells you what to do, and you either obey or don't obey. I will not disobey God. He tells me every day to keep doing what I'm doing, and so it's in His hand. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm well pleased with the videos I make. This is new to me. I'm too old for this, so to speak. I have no technical knowledge, I have no expertise. I do have the Holy Spirit, and I have these messages in me now to bring them forth. That's a very difficult thing because I have a whole lot of messages, and although I was silly and foolish and put that date out not thinking, but it set me on the course of making this video series, so I'm not even sure if God didn't want to use that for me waking up, shaking up, and get in line. So truly understand this. You are not aggravating me, you are not upsetting me, but I want to tell you that you are focusing really on the wrong thing. If you are in the Holy Spirit, you don't make these comments because the Holy Spirit is not like that. So that tells me you are not in the right spirit. And if you are not in the right spirit, that's really trouble because you will see Jesus Christ face to face in a few days. He's coming to visit the earth, everyone on the earth. And the coming next 2 weeks is going to hell will break out on earth. And I'm making the next video which will give details on what will happen. And I would really encourage you to please listen to the message and not to the messenger. Every time you do something, first of all, when you do something, you have to start somewhere. So you're not immediately have it all together, and you're not an expert in it when you start even a school or a new workplace. So that applies for all that I do. And when I know that the Lord called me. I hear Him speaking to me daily and tells me what to do. And every day He's telling me, just keep doing, don't worry about what man says, I'm in control. So there is not a choice. But it was many years ago when He said first to me that write the book. I said, Lord, I can't even speak. How could I write a book? My English was insufficient. I never learned English in school. Never. It just stuck to me like dirt. So I didn't have the confidence of writing anything. I have an accent, so certainly, I was like everyone else in the Bible, explaining to God, why am I not sufficient for His service? But He wants me to do. I said, Lord, I can't even speak. How could I write a book? But He would not stop telling me to write a book until finally I began to write a book. And I wrote many books. And then I had this urge in me to reach out to the people with these messages. And so in 2015, because I can't speak, I had a friend who I invited to make my videos because yet there is a belt of information in me which really would need to go out. And so I'm trying this way and that way, and it's not an easy walk. So she came and she made one video and then she was done because then life took her back to her own problems. I stopped at that time. I said, okay, I cannot do this, I'm not able to do this, and I started a blog instead. But then the Lord now stirred me up to start the videos, and He didn't want me to stop and promised to send me help. Somebody can do the talking, promised resources to do quality work. So these are just growing pains, really. But the point I'm trying to make is that I understand your concern, and again, I don't blame you. And I just have to keep going on, but do not cut up on the messenger. Listen to the message. I'm going to post the next video, and probably that's going to be the last video before the rapture because it's so close. Then I tried putting everything together what will come upon the earth now, the two two wave of judgments begin, the sixth seal judgment and then the seventh seal is opening. So you need to know that, because listen, your life is at stake. Seriously now, lives. Like comes the 3 days of darkness very soon. If you don't know what to do, if you don't follow God's instructions, you're gonna die. God said anyone who will go out those days will die. So you have to prepare. You have like 2-3 days to prepare. Please listen to me now, and just really believe that I love you. I know the problems I am facing with this. I know, but I have to overcome, and it will straighten out. It will come. But right now we just put aside all this hardship and set your face, set your eye and your heart on Jesus. He's coming to visit the earth, and then he's coming for the bride. So it would be more than important to listen and to seek the face of the Lord. I have messages there about redemption. I started this message series. I think message 4 to 7 is about redemption and judgment, and you can get a lot of information of what is expected of you, what to do, how to prepare. So you want to listen to those to be ready for Jesus. Young people, listen, I love you so much. I have 2 grown sons. I really love every one of you. I know what you've been growing up. I know the hardship of it too. And I also see the gap between us. We are of course different, but God will unite the earth in love. Only love matters. So yes, you are so gifted in many ways, much more than we ever have been, my generation. But this world became cruel and cold. It's not good. We have to return to God, have to return to love, and just love one another in spite of how this goes, because truly, if we did, then this wouldn't be a problem. Then I would have help, and I could only do what I know how to do the best. So right now, this is how it is. It's gonna change very soon. But you listen to the voice of God. Don't get caught up in this criticism. Not good, because it's a driving force. It's a negative driving force out of a heart. Bind that. Ask God to take it from you. It's not important. It's not important that we have opinions. Nobody cares. It's not the truth. God doesn't see it that way. And what God says is what truth is. Different in expectancy, different way of thinking, and you are so gifted in technical things. We cannot say that. I cannot say that. And a lot of issues. And the Lord will unite everybody, the whole earth, those who choose Him. We're going to be united and really rise up in love. And all these things will not be matter anymore. But right now, just hear me, that God is calling you, and don't get offended in me. It's not important. It's not important to nobody. You see, it's not important to me. It shouldn't be important to you. Don't spend your time with negativity. Don't spend your time with who I am. Spend your time with who you are and your relationship with Christ. That's the only thing, because you will find out very soon that is the truth. Prepare your heart and prepare yourself to have food and water and necessities when the devastation comes. Then you at least have something to fall back on. Okay? Yeah. God bless you. Pray for you all. Yeah. But again, the next message will be a message of bringing it all together. What will happen in the next 2 weeks. And that is important, because there are so many messages out there, and I agree, every one of them is better than what I can do. They are professionally done and awesome. I watch videos too. But they are just about one subject, so I have to tie it together, because the Lord showed me what is coming and how, what sequence and when. And if you miss the mark, you're gonna suffer. And that's why I made this video. Is not to talk about me. That is to make you understand that this is okay. Never in the history of mankind was such a serious day than what is coming on us, the day of the Lord. That is the most terrible day ever. The parting the Red Sea and the Exodus, when the Jews were chased by Pharaoh's army, that's nothing. That was an easy issue compared to what's coming now. And I know you will remember this, and when it happens, you say she was right. So just hear me now. God bless you. And the other thing, focus on helping somebody to make them understand. It is going to be awful. People will not understand what's going on. It's going to be awful. So just get the next message, suffer the next message through my mouth, and then God will take it from there. And I bless you and I love you.